Welcome to the Redback Revival Sing-Along television show. We're so thrilled that you have tuned in today. Hope you'll grab your old Redback hymnal and sing along with the choir. We've got some wonderful musicians in the studio today, some amazing singers. Got a good special feature coming up a little later on. Why don't you call somebody and say, hey, old Charlie and that bunch is on TV today, and they're singing out of that old red book that we all love so well that we grew up singing out of. So we're going to kick off today with Glory to His Name. Sing along with us. Welcome back to the Redback Revival Sing-Along, and turned into number 350 at the bottom of the page. I can remember as a kid, it was always the coolest thing because on page 350, it says, "You never mentioned him to me," but we're going to sing Sweet By and By because it starts at the bottom of the page, carries over to page 351. So we'll do Sweet By and By, and then it was one of the most favorite hymns in this book, Victory in Jesus, page 120. So sing along with the choir. We do Sweet By and By and Victory in Jesus. victory in Jesus.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Charlie, you're doing good. I don't want you to think you're not doing good, but I need to sit down and talk to you for just 1 second. I got this guy back here was telling me this earlier. I don't even know his name. Sit down. It's your bench. It's your show. You know, you remember in the Bible when it tells us that when Jesus went and got baptized and God sent down a dove, and he said, in my son, I'm just pleased. I'm happy. You know what a blessing it is to be able to know that you do something every once in a while that makes God happy. And I got to tell you something that happened to me. I met this guy. It's been about 3 weeks ago now. He was walking down the street. Well, he wasn't really walking. He was kind of staggering a little bit. And I was a little worried about him. I was scared he was going to fall out in the street and get hit with a truck or something. So I kind of got him, and as we're going down the sidewalk there, I start witnessing to him because I think that's my job, you know. And I tell him, I asked him, I said, when's the last time you've been to church? And he said, oh, it's been a long time since I've been to church. We go a little bit further, and I said, have you ever been baptized? He said, no, I ain't never been baptized. I ain't never done that. So we get down at the edge, at the end of town where the bridge is at the river, and I just kind of eased him on around the edge of the bridge, on down into the edge of the river, right? We get down about waist deep, and I spun him around, and I thought, well, now's as good a time as any, you know. So I just...
You didn't.
Well, I dunked him. I done it quick. And when he come up, I didn't really know what to say. I just asked him, I said, did you see Jesus? And he said, no. So I dunked him again, and I held him just a little bit longer this time, and then And I brought him back up, and he's kind of, gagging and spitting a little bit. And I said, did you see Jesus? And he said, no, sir. Well,
Joey,
third time's a charm, so here we go again, back down in. And I held him a little longer this time. I really did, till the bubbles nearly quit. And
Joey, no.
well, when I brought him up, he was kind of hacking and gagging, spitting and snotting a little bit. And I said, did you see Jesus? And he spun around and grabbed me, and he said, no, but hang on just a minute. Are you sure that this is where he fell in?
That's good.
I seen a crow that day. It wasn't a dove.
It wasn't a dove.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, I'm so glad you're here on the show with us.
Me too.
And
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you so much.
Somebody has to, so it might as well be us. Well, man.
Can we sing some more?
We can sing some more, but man, we got some people. When I was just a little boy, well, I never was little.
Easy now.
When I was young, my mom and dad would take me to see Philip and Kathy and Keith and Mr. Forrest, and they had a group called Rapture. I thought it was Rupture, but it was Rapture. But they come off the road many years ago. But you know what?
They might have come off the road because of a rupture.
Well, but you know what? They are some of the finest singers that you've ever heard.
I can't wait.
And I hope that that our viewing audience will enjoy them. They're going to sing the old convention song, "Well Done, My Child."
Yeah, there you go.
As I go winding my way to glory land, the home of the soul, my life is filled with sorrow where I roam, where I roam. I enter the gates of glory land, which now is my goal. My Lord will say, my child, you're welcome home, you're welcome home. Well done, my child, well done, my child. My Lord will say, courage, roll, you stood for the right, a crown of life. Across the oceans fall, I'm so happy to hear my Savior say in sweet paradise, well done, my child, you now are welcome home, you're welcome home. Well done, my child, well done, my child. My Lord will say, with courage bold you stood for the right, a crown of life, you've won, a crown you've won. Well done, my child. Fought a good fight. Well done, my child. 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 My Lord will say, with courage bold you stood for the right. A crown of life you've won. A crown you've won. Well done, my child. He'll say that day like Paul of old, you fought a good fight. Well done, my child. Well done, my child. Well done, my child. Good fight. Well done, my child. Well done, my child. Well done, my child. Well done.
In the mid-19th century, an eccentric blind man named William W. Walford served in the Congregational Church of England and Wales as a lay preacher. He lived in the lovely hamlet of Coleshill in Warwickshire, England, where he owned a small trinket shop. Walford was known for his inspiring writings. One day, a close friend and a fellow minister, Thomas Salmon, stopped by the shop in 1842. During the visit, William asked Thomas to write down his latest poem on prayer. Several years later, Reverend Salmon found himself in New York City in the office of one of the major news publishers. He submitted the short poem that his friend had dictated to him that day, and it was printed on September 13th, 1845. The story goes that the well-loved composer, William Bradbury, saw that and put the now familiar score to Reverend Walford's lyrics. The beautiful song not only encourages us as believers to cultivate personal communion with the Lord through private prayer, but it beautifully foretells of the glorious day when we shall rise through the air and bid farewell, farewell to the old sweet hour of prayer that has helped us along this journey of life. Join with the choir today as we sing this grand old hymn of the church, page 71, Sweet Hour of Prayer. Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer. Boy, I love that song right there. Looking forward to that day. Y'all can't tell that we're having church in this studio today. We're loving it. We're going to sing, close out the show, page 345, Where Could I Go? Well, you asked me, Charlie, where can I go? You can go to the Lord. So we're going to sing 345, Where Could I Go? Then we're going to close it out with Dad Spears' good old convention song, 110, Heaven's Jubilee. Well, thank you today for tuning in. We invite you to reach out to the TV station, www.watc.tv, and or you can call the number there at the station. But let us hear from you. We are encouraged with what we hear from the listening audience, and thank you so much for tuning in so faithfully each week. But we're going to sing for you, Where Could I Go? And then we're going to close it out with, as Brock Spear used to say, an old stem winder, Heaven's Jubilee. Come on, choir, let's sing.
Where could I
Diane, let's